everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to discuss FICO scores versus credit scores and what you need to know about the two, because I love using Credit Karma, being able to see everything really quickly, not hurting my credit by checking it all the time. I kind of use my Credit Karma and treat it like it's a game app. I work on it religiously. But you also need to keep in mind that your Credit Karma uses the Vantage 3.0 version and algorithm to create those credit scores, which can differ up to 100 points in compared to your FICO score. And why this would matter to you is if maybe you're wanting to buy that home, or you want to upgrade your car, or even just applying for a credit card. It will matter because most of those lenders will be looking at your FICO score. Now, when it comes to FICO scores, 90% of all lenders use a form of your FICO. And when I say form, I mean there is so many different FICO scores. There's a FICO 8, there's a FICO 5, there's a FICO 4, there's a card bank FICO 4. There is a variety of different FICO scores, and also a FICO 9, which is this new FICO score that's out there on the market. And I'm interested to see how the algorithm is hopefully going to help us as borrowers when we're making these financial moves. The difference between the FICO and the credit score is a few things. One is the way they place the level of importance on certain factors that go into your credit score and make up your credit score. Also the tiers, on how they break down and your score range is used. FICO score, you'll have 5 things going into your credit that affect. So the most important thing that makes up 35% of your FICO score is your payment history. 30% is your outstanding balances, 15% is your age of credit, 10% is your new credit, and 10% is your credit mix. Now, if we break down a Vantage credit score and how it differs from a FICO score, it looks like this. In first is your credit usage utilization. Then number 2 is your credit mix. Then number 3 is your payment history. And number 4 is the age of credit. And the last one on your credit Vantage score is new credit. So you can see how this list and in what order they are in holds more value per the algorithms for either your credit score Vantage or your FICO. Now you also need to understand that there are different types of FICOs. You could have, when you're getting your home loan, it's gonna go off of a FICO 8, or if that lender is tightening up the reins harsher at that lending institute, they could possibly use an older version of a FICO 4 or a FICO 5, which is harsher on collections, and that would be medical collections, which could possibly be in place. So when you're trying to get your home loan, be sure that you read the fine print and you understand which FICO score are they going to be using when applying you. And that goes for your FICO auto loans and your credit cards. It can vary by institute. Also should know that there is a new FICO score out here on the market as of 2020, and it's called the Ultra FICO score. Now this Ultra FICO score will cause those of us who are working on repairing our credit, fixing our credit, it will be more favorable for us who are in those positions. It also uses a deposit account and the activity to go into the mix of your credit. We'll do another video more just specifically on that new Ultra FICO score because it piqued my interest. Now let's get to the tiers. Like I had mentioned earlier, they are tiered differently, your FICO and your credit score. FICO has 5 tiers in regards to the range of your credit score, where your regular Vantage, Credit Score, Credit Karma, they only have 4 tiers. The tier breaks down like this. We'll start with the FICO first. For an exceptional score, you have to be 800 and above, 740 to 799 for a very good score, 670 to 739 for a good score, 580 to 669 for a fair score, and 580 or below is a poor score. Now when we look at the Credit Score Vantage 3.0, they only have 4 tiers, and this is how it lays out. 781 to 850 is a super prime score, 661 to 780 is a prime score, 601 to 660 is a near prime score, and 300 to 600 is a subprime score. Now, FICO claims that 90% of all lenders are using them when originating these loans, but Vantage Score has released saying that 2,500 lenders originated $12.3 billion based on people's credit scores. Now that's up 20% compared to the previous year. So maybe things are changing a little bit in the market. Maybe some lenders are deciding to be a little bit more favorable for the consumer. You also need to keep in mind that there are educational scores. And what I mean by this is that the 3 credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, they all also have their own credit scores that are completely different than these scores. They are known as the Plus score, which is by Experian. Their score credit range is between 330 and 800. And then there's also an Equifax credit score, which is between 280 and 850. So you need to keep in mind, yes, maybe you have a Capital One credit card. In the app, there's a CreditWise portion, which is their credit score, but that most likely won't be what a home lender is going to go off to get you in your home when they're pulling your credit. Right now, you need to be on top of your credit, monitoring it with the pandemic and the atmosphere we're living in. There's a lot of fraud going on. A lot of people's information is being stolen. You really need to be monitoring your credit reports, possibly even put a freeze on them if you don't plan on making any big financial moves at the moment. Even just besides the times that we're in, it's always good to monitor your credit. I check my credit every day, so I mean, no one's gonna pull the wool over my eyes. Lastly, you need to pull an annual credit report from all 3 bureaus so you can see everything on your credit report. You need to make sure that it's reporting properly. 70% of all credit reports have inaccuracies. It's so important that you get your free credit report from all 3 bureaus. You take the time to go over it and make sure there isn't any discrepancies or things that you need updated, disputed, or investigated for that matter. I prefer to use a free one. We all have access to this free credit report every 12 months. It's called Annual Credit Check. I will give a link down below in the description for this specifically, and you can access it there. I checked today. They actually are doing a really cool thing right now where you can check your credit report for free every week. So that's brand new news to me, and it says it's going to be good through April 2021, which, okay, so maybe it's not every 12 months now, it's every week because of that atmosphere we're in right now. The next step, if you're looking to repair your credit or you do see any inaccuracies, then I would suggest you open up an account with each bureau, all 3 of them, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and you can go in and you can dispute online right now. But I will tell you this, It's all automated, so if you actually see something that's wrong on your credit report and you want to dispute it, you are best off to write a handwritten letter. If you do that and certify mail it, they have 30 days to respond to you. And if they don't respond to you, then you send them another letter saying they didn't respond to you and to remove the inaccuracy immediately because they showed no proof that it was true. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and head on over to the little subscribe. I would appreciate that. And if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. If there's something you feel I should touch on and do another video on, please put it down below. My next video will be on the home buying process. We'll also discuss the Zillow Zestimate, which I hate. So that will be an interesting one. Thanks for watching. I hope I provided you with some good information. Everyone stay safe. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. This is Jenny LaPointe with PNWP, Associates of RSVP. I'm so happy you guys have watched. No. I'll also be touching on a very controversial topic, the Zillow estimate, that I hate. And most other realtors probably hate it too, just so you all know, because it's not really an estimate. They don't have a license to do that, or a bond, or even looked inside the house, or seen what it was like inside prior to selling, after it was selling, or how any of the other comps are actually nearby.